Welcome back to Mona's Take, everyone. I'm your host, Monadrose, and we are here to talk about everything reality TV. Tonight's episode is going to be on the Big Brother live feeds, night 17. This is a spoiler alert. If you do not want to know who is HOH, if you do not want to know who the nominees are, if you do not want to know who won the veto, pause now, come back, watch it after Sunday and Wednesday night show. That's all going to be in here. We're going to talk about who won veto, what the game plan is going forward, a little scheming going on, so we're going to get into it in just a moment. Remember, if you don't want spoilers, pause it now and come back and watch. People are acting on a whole nother level on that. I can't wait to see that karma train coming through. Choo-choo. Mood of the day. Really. You gotta give us more credit than that. Some people, buckle up, buttercup. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Alright, let's get into it. So what do we know so far? We know that the HOH is Miss Felicia. We know that she has put up Cameron and she has put up Jag, with the intentions of one of them coming off of the block and Heisem going on the block for a back door. That's how we started ended night 16. Alright, so today they played the power of veto. The players in this, they could not have had a better draw for what they want to do this week. So the ones playing for the veto are Felicia, the head of household, the two nominees, Cameron and Jag, and then Izzy, Red, and Corey. So basically it's 6 against 1, and I say 6 because all 6 of them are playing to take someone off the block so that they can put Heisem up. And they're all in on the plan. They all agree with the plan. So it's moving forward. So our veto winner is Jag. Yes, he won the veto. He gets to take himself off the block. So the game plan is to take him off the block, himself off the block, and put up Heisem. Now Heisem is not happy at all. He is on the hammock and he's talking to Suri and Izzy. And he's going on and on about how Matt should be the one to go up, but Felicia doesn't want to put him up. And Suri said, how do you know that? And he said, well, I talked to her as soon as the veto meeting was over. He made a beeline right to Felicia to start working on her to put up Matt. And so he says, you know, she told me she's not ready to get Matt out. And that possibly she's going to do blue, and that's a wasted HOH, and they're going to come after her next week. And I don't know that I can protect her if she makes this move. I want to protect her. I want to protect her hard, but she's making it hard for me to do so if she won't play logically instead of emotionally. And he's just going on and on and on about why Matt should be the one to go up. If he only knew what was going on in everybody else's head, his head would have already exploded. And I have a feeling it's going to. So a little while later, it goes to the HOH room, and you have Felicia, Matt, and Siri upstairs, and they're laughing and they're talking about how he immediately went to Miss Felicia to get her to put up Matt as soon as Jag won the veto, which we knew that was coming. He tried to get her to put Matt up to start with instead of Cameron. He's told, Heisem told Izzy and Felicia, or told Izzy and Suri that if Felicia made this move and didn't put up Matt, that he was afraid that they were going to have to cut her loose next week. So he's basically threatening without threatening. Kind of like he did with Matt. You better think about what you're doing because there will be, you know, repercussions. That's the kind of attitude that he's got right now. while Matt and Sari and Felicia are upstairs in the HOH room, Izzy comes up to report her conversation with Heisem. And how he said that, you know, you're playing chess and that why would you take out a knight when you can take out the king? So he's referring to Blue as the knight and Matt as the king of their group. So Felicia says, well, I might just have to use that. I'll be like, I know a lot of you expected me to put up Blue, but like I always say, why go after a knight when you can go after a king? Heisem, take a seat. If she just does that, that's going to be epic. If she actually follows through with this, I'm here for it. A lot of people aren't. They say that they think that it's weakening the team. But I don't know. I think you get out the strong players first. You have to. If any of the mediocre, physically active people are going to get picked off one at a time because they're not likely to win a whole bunch of comps. So you want to get out the ones that are going to win a bunch of comps, get them out of the picture, and even the level the playing field. Red is out of his mind right now. 2 days on slop has totally screwed him up. He is emotional. He's dragging. He doesn't have any energy. I haven't seen anybody act so desperate on slop in a long time, but it's really, really messing with him. The professors try to meet upstairs to talk about what they're going to do. That didn't last long. Here comes Cameron. Literally, they didn't even get to start talking before Cameron's knocking on the door. So that blew them trying to get together. And evidently this week all of the comps are in the Humiliverse. So even if you win a comp, you get a punishment. So with Miss Felicia, she got the HOH, but she also got slime. So I think it was like 7 times she had to pick different people to go with her each time and get slimed. Well, Jag is in a full-on chicken soup. Feet and all. I don't know what it is he has to do. Or how often he has to do it, but the feeds have already been down a couple of times, so I figure whatever's going on, they're having him do some of that. I don't know if it's 24 hours, I don't know if it's the week, I don't know how it's set up, but he has a punishment where he's in a chicken costume. Little while later, it shows Sari and Jared talking, and Sari is telling Jared, Mimi is slick. You gotta watch her. She is so slick. She said, you know, this is the signal for the professors are meeting. And she said, I did that like 8 times in front of her and she never would come up. And you know what? She doesn't want to come up because she wants deniable plausibility so that if something happens and Heisem gets back in the house, she can say, dude, I didn't know until the last minute that you were going on the block. I didn't know. Everybody knows he's going to lose his mind if he goes on the block. It's going to be, they're going to have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and all day Thursday, 4 days to deal with him being on the block. And one of 2 things are going to happen. He's either going to be so miserable and make it as miserable as he can on all the house guests, or he's going to be pissy and he's going to self-evict. And the reason I say that I think he might self-evict is, to me, he has a huge chip on his shoulder of being the smartest, the best person in the room at all times. So I think he's going to be like, they're not going to humiliate me. I'm not going to get voted out. Da, 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 da. Because this is all pre-jury. So I don't know. We'll see if he sticks it out. He may think that he can come up with a brilliant speech, and that, you know, everybody may have him thinking that he's not going home. Who knows? So evidently Cameron has decided to follow Felicia around. Or not Felicia, I'm sorry, Cirie around. I don't know if it's strategic. I don't know if he's trying to get information. I don't know if he's just trying to be a pain in the ass or what's going on. But he is following her around everywhere she goes. As a matter of fact, she's sitting by herself and there's like 2 lawn chairs that are side by side with the table. And she's like sitting over there by herself, and he literally within seconds of her sitting down, he's over there beside her. And her hand expressions and her facial expressions are screaming, "Get the F away from me. I don't want to freaking talk to you. Go away." That's what she's giving off. And he's not picking that up. Or if he is, he's acting oblivious. Because he is right there in her ear just chatting away. Let's talk about Jared. He is going to be the downfall of Cirie, I'm afraid. So, last night, him and Blue are cuddled up, which I still don't understand how that relationship came about. Because I thought she was part of the gay community, and so I don't know. I don't know how that came about, but they're all wrapped up in each other, and he starts alluding to her that he has a secret. He has a big secret. And she said, "Does anybody else know your secret?" And he said, yeah, pretty much everybody on the outside of the house knows my secret. And I'm thinking, dude, you're playing with fire, like big time. He's going to end up being, and he keeps talking about women and how he had to start thinking about them as women or as people, that he hasn't always done that. Talking about how many people he slept with, what he thinks about women who sleep with him on the first night. Just all kinds of stuff like that. I think he's going to be the downfall of Cirie this season. I hope not. I hope that, honestly, I would feel better if he left and Cirie stayed. Only because I think Cirie has a better chance of actually pulling this off than he does, because he won't keep his mouth shut. And Blue is playing him like a fiddle. I told you guys when she had her talk with Hisam, she is an actress. She can cry on cue. She's very convincing. So I think that she's going to bring Jared down. She's already said she wants him out of the house because he's playing the same game as Cameron. So that leads me to believe the only reason she's cuddling up with him is to get information. And then he turns around today and tells Corey that there's another alliance that has been built that includes Jack, Blue, Matt, Cirie, Izzy, Felicia, and himself. Corey said, "How did that alliance come about? Who started it?" He said, "Well, Miss Felicia pretty much brought us all in and asked us if it was something that we were interested in. So I'd say she's the one that built it." I'm like, all right, Cameron. I need 2 pieces of duct tape. One for Cameron's mouth and one for Jared's mouth. They're horrible. Keep your mouth shut. Quit telling everybody your business. So that's where we are now. Not a whole lot going on right now, but I wanted to get you guys this video out to let you know who won veto and where their minds are going. Now there has been some talk as to if they should do this blind side of Hisam, or if they should go after Red. I have no idea what the hell they're going to do. I told you guys, this cast is driving me absolutely crazy. They are so indecisive. It's like, make up your freaking mind and stick to it and quit telling everybody what's going on. It should be on a need-to-know basis. You only let someone know what you feel like they need to know. Some of the other stuff you can keep to yourself, you know. They don't know that. So anyway, I will be back on tomorrow night to let you guys know what goes on the next 24 hours of the house. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think of the cast so far. Where you see this going. Who's your favorite? Who do you can't stand? I got a couple I can't stand, and the list is getting a little bit bigger daily. So, you guys have a great night, and as always, much love.